Welcome back to my channel. You're with The Alchemist. And before we begin the video, I want you to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment below and share this information with someone who needs to hear this message. And here on this channel, we do a little bit of everything. We go over manifesting love. We go over manifesting about anything. We go over astrology. We go over motivational things. We go over tarot. We go over readings. We go over anything, dealing with spirituality and not being in the box, the alchemist, not being in the box. So this series that I'm starting is daily downloads, and these downloads just come to me. I usually post them on my Facebook page. You could go there with Kurt Captain Norton. And I have a Patreon too for daily content and monthly content that I am posting that link in the description as well. And I have services with inner child work, with love readings, with my merch, my t-shirts and shirts and hoodies and stuff like that. So I have all of that in the description below. Okay, this is the daily download. Do you remember the time? Do you remember who you are? Really, do you remember who you are? Do you know who you are right now? Do you know who you are right now? Because there's this saying I got from a song. I love music, if you don't know. I love music. If you don't know who you are, how can your dreams come true? Think about that. If you don't know who you are, how can your dreams come true? How can you have a direction? How can you have a sense of direction if you don't know where you come from, or you don't know what you're made of, or you don't know your power, or you don't know your past lives, or you don't study yourself, or you don't know anything about yourself but what you was kind of taught, like somebody kind of told you who you were? It's a big difference when you have a realization and when you do your own research and you have visions and you kind of dig deep into your history on who you are and where you come from and stuff like that. There's like different layers to this. And the layers are, okay, you can look at your culture. You can look at that. That's a starting point. You can look at different deities that attach to your culture. That's one layer. You can even go even further, who you were in a past life, because those are building points, building blocks to who you can become, and not limit you to just what you see now, to what someone told you, or what school told you, or what your parents told you, or what your cousin told you, or whoever told you that you were this and you were that, and you can only do this and go to school and do that, and you can't do this, because these are blockages. These are real blockages. Like, they limit you. Like, these are really curses. These are really generational curses, where they put you in this box when they say you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't build a Fortune 500 company, you can't be on Forbes magazine, you can't be on TV, you can't be a star, you can't build your own thing, you can't be rich, you just gotta be you gotta be with the in crowd, you can't stand out, you can't have an ego. Can't have an ego, because that boosts, that kind of makes other people feel bad. I'm here to say, scratch all of that. You can have everything. You can have everything. You can utilize your power to obtain whatever you want, to be in the positions that you want. You hear that noise? That's confirmation. Be in a position, know who you are, and don't let anyone tell you who you are. Figure it out yourself. Get past life readings. Get go tap into Akashic readings. There's a lot of things that can open up different aspects of you. Those are what it's called. When you open up different aspects of you, you can utilize it and capitalize it and find your strengths, find your weaknesses. That's who you know you are. You got to know your strengths and your weaknesses, and then you strengthen your weaknesses and use that to your advantage. You can help other people. You may even work well with others. You may be a person who love being by yourself, but you find yourself in situations always around people, so you can balance that with working with yourself, knowing what you can do and get that done. And if people come around, you can know how to work with them a little bit when you know how to like really control yourself and master yourself. It's all about self-mastery. And this is where getting your natal chart and your birth chart broken down, because that whole thing tells you who you are and what your potential is and what pathway you can go. Even though when you study that, you can go beyond that as well. You can go beyond whatever you're studying. It's about mastering yourself and then taking yourself to the next level. So I ask, if you don't know who you are, how can your manifestations come true? If you don't know who you are, your manifestations can't come true because you're going to create from a false sense of self. You're not going to really know who you truly are, like who your power is. So remember the time. Remember who you are. Remember the time. I get that from Michael Jackson. Remember who you are. And don't forget it, because sometimes being around people, being influenced by others can hinder our mindset. It can hinder our mindset. And it can deter us from our manifestations and our heart desires. You may be a person who says yes to everybody. You might be a person that says agree to everything, and you don't know what you want. You live in other people's worlds. You're in other people's realities. You got to create your own reality. You got to have set boundaries. You got to be in your world, set those boundaries so you know who you are, and you can stay put on your vision, stay put on your dreams, stay put on your mission. It's all about like, what are you here for? What you want to do? Like, no wasting time doing this and this, and there's no wasting time when you're learning yourself, when you're mastering yourself. You can't waste time. Every time you discover yourself is another layer opening, is another part of you opening, and it's just keep going to the next level, to the next level, to the next level. So I ask this again. Do you remember the time and how you know yourself? Like, if you know who you are, how your dreams come true. So that's my video for today, for the daily downloads. I hope you like that. I might pull a cards. I might pull some cards to see. Let's see what's in store for the collective, or for who's watching this video, and for me too. I take these messages as well. I take these card readings as well, and I love breaking it down. Let's go. See, this the Hangman. This is the person who is debilitated. He's letting go. He has knowledge, but he's hanging around. He's not. He's being something he's not. He's just letting things flow. He's letting things go. He's not stepping into his true power. He's just laying back, being a passive victim, but playing possum and stuff like that, and being fed. If this is who you are and you just passing and just playing the victim and not doing what you want, you gotta break the cords, untie yourself and get out the way, get out of your way and break free and know who you are. If you're a passive person and you like things just flowing to you and being given to you and not actually going after it, be that. Be that. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no right or wrong here. There's what you want to experience and what you don't want to experience. Your own personal thing, your own free will. You know, we all have free will. So that is my message for today. Remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, and share this video to the people who needs it. And I'll see you on the next one.